Might be a bit better, but no, I'm only kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna do a video. I keep saying this in my videos that I'm gonna move, but it keeps changing all the time. But I've got a definite date. It's the 23rd. So I've got a good 10 more days in this apartment to use this necrophonic. I refuse to use it in my new apartment because I'm pretty certain that it's attracted quite a lot of attention in this place. I'm seeing things constantly. Just last night I was in bed and I usually just put the Goldbergs on to fall asleep to because it's a really nice, just sort of, you know, childlike video. I'm talking boolocks. But yeah, I was in bed and I just, because the door was open and the kitchen light was still on, and I realised the kitchen light was still on, so I was thinking I'm going to turn it off, and just as I looked at the door there was this white blob. I could kind of this time make out a little bit of a face, which alarmed me because thus far I've only been able to see sort of colours, a rainbow colour, a black mist and a white back outline of somebody, but this was a little bit more detailed. So so it's getting a little bit more to the point where if I actually saw like an actual person, the whole place would just be covered in shite. I'm not that ready. I'm not ready for that yet. So I think me sort of using this is building up energy because I'm opening up more. I'm probably the cause of it. So I don't want that in my new place. I want my new place to be very peaceful and not see things all the time, because it's not, you know, it's not a pleasant experience when it happens. You do poop yourself. So I've got my necrophonic here. I've got a little stand for it now. Before I just had it on my table. And I'm just going to put the white noise on because the reverb one is just constant noises. But with the white noise one, I might be able to crop down more easily when a sound comes through, because it won't be constant like the reverb and the echo one, and be able to see if I've actually captured an actual word, because I can never tell when I'm doing it in the moment. And I want to figure out what I'm seeing, who I'm seeing. Now, I probably said in my last video, I probably repeat myself over and over again, so you'll have to excuse me. I've got a memory like Miss Price from Bedknobs and Broomsticks. But, oh God, what was I bloody saying? That's my point. I've totally forgotten what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I want to find out who or what these things are I'm seeing, especially that bloody thing I saw last night. That kind of, how to describe it? It wasn't white, it was a grey. It was like a grey colour, more grey. And it wasn't like a small face it was more like, you know, on Drop Dead Fred, when he, if you've seen that movie with Rick Mayall, and he squishes his face in the fridge, and he comes out and he's all flat. It looked like that. It looked like a squished face that had been stretched out. It was like that. So I'm just going to play this white noise and just do the usual anybody of light, anybody. But the thing is, I don't think that works if you say anybody, because I'm seeing a black mist, and watching like these shows that I've been watching, that's never a good thing. So I'm quite concerned about that. So I think regardless of me saying anybody of light and good intention can come and communicate with me is maybe not as... Oh God, did you hear that? That was my elbow thingy. I don't think it works, quite frankly, but we'll see. I'll do it anyway. Anybody of light, and if, by the way, if I pause, it's because I've probably seen something, and I try to ignore it like most people do when they're in denial, so just ignore that. Anybody of light and good intention can come and communicate with me. I'm going to play the white noise one, which will be easier for me to hear you. If you would like to come and tell me who you are. Because I've seen now 4 different things: the rainbow, the white outline, the black mist, and this grey stretched out face. So if anybody can give me a name, I don't know why people ask for names. I mean, it's, once you've got the name, then what? Like, what else do you need to find out about them? My basic question is, do they mean any harm? Because inevitably that's what you want to find out, that if there are things around you and you can see them, what are their intentions? Are they just lingering around, or, you know, do they mean some harm? So you kind of need to know that. So, but people always say, what's your name? I think that's just to get clarity who they're actually speaking to. But then again, they could always deceive you and be like, oh, well, my name's George. You know, that kind of thing. Right, I'm going to play it. And I'm not going to speak, because that just... it's just difficult to decipher. Just going to stop it a minute. I don't know about you, but if you're using this necrophonic, do you hear a lot of oui, as in French? Oui, mademoiselle. I hear a lot of French. I know that from the description that they've put different languages in here. But to me, the really good theory that I have about this whole language thing, because I live in Korea, and you would think that, everybody that's around me, oh God, I'm covered in goosebumps, but I'm just wearing a small top, so we'll put it down to that. Yeah, I live in Korea, so you'd think that I would be hearing a lot of Korean come through if there was anybody in my room right now. But if you've been watching Netflix and you've seen the program The Good Place, their theory of the afterlife, sorry, their theory of the afterlife is that when you speak to somebody else, the other person can understand you because it's automatically translated into a language that person can understand. And I think that theory is true. I think that you can understand somebody because there's like a built-in translator somewhere in the void. I'm going to stop this video and make another coffee, and then I'll come back.